Good morning, Speaker. My question is for the Premier. People living on the Ontario Disability Support Program live well below the poverty line. The average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in the province is over $1,000. The average rent for an apartment in Toronto is over $1,800, yet the basic needs and shelter allowance for ODSP is just $1,169, an amount that has not kept up with the rising levels of inflation or has not been increased since the planned 3% increase was cut in half in 2018. People with disabilities are hurting, Speaker, and it's not right. So, Speaker, will the Premier double the rates for ODSP in the spring budget?
To reply, the Minister of Children, Community and Social Services.
Speaker, and thank you very much to the member opposite for the question. To be clear, our government raised ODSP and OW rates when we took office. Knowing the challenges posed by the pandemic, we invested more than $1 billion in social services relief and expanded access to temporary emergency assistance for those in financial crises. OW and ODSP clients continue to have access to the government's discretionary benefit program to assist with exceptional expenses. These investments back up our transformation of social assistance to build a more responsive, person-centred, effective and efficient system that will get people back to work and help the province recover from the COVID-19 crisis.
Supplementary.
Speaker, let's be clear. According to the Financial Accountability Officer, the government underspent on social services by $1.2 billion. People on ODSP are forced to live on $1,100. You ask anywhere in Ontario where you can survive on that kind of money. That's exactly why over 50% of the people on social assistance, surveys show, go days without eating. Speaker, this is the province of Ontario. People on social assistance can't afford rent, they can't afford food, and we can do better because we are better, Speaker. So I ask the government, through you, Speaker, will they increase ODSP rates above the low-income cutoff line in the spring budget?
Minister of Children, Community and Social Services.
Thank you, Speaker, and thank you once again to the member opposite for that important question. To be clear and to clarify the issue with the underfunding, as you term it, I say that this is an application-based program. It requires people to apply. And during the COVID-19 pandemic, we saw a lot of people using resources from the federal government, and the applications did not come in the same amount. But to be clear, MCCSS's budget saw an increase in the third quarter to over $18.1 billion as a result of $9 million increase as part of the COVID-19 response fall preparedness plan. And our government spends $8.3 billion roughly annually on our programs for ODSP. And in addition to that, we have a micro-credential strategy that I'm working with the Ministry of Labour and Training and Skills Development, as well as the mental health aspect with the Associate Minister of Mental Health and Addictions, as well as working with the Minister of Education for the $1 billion to build thousands of new...
Thank you.